Final nail in the coffin. Final nail in the coffin. It's an idiom. It means the end of something, an event that causes harm or helps bring about the downfall of something or someone. In other words, another negative event or action that contributes to one's downfall or to something's failure. If some failure contributes for our downfall, that is the final nail in our coffin. Let us see it in the examples. First one, calling his new boss an idiot was the final nail in my friend's coffin. So my friend called the new boss an idiot, and that was the final end, and from there my friend started getting all the problems and finally lost his job. Second one, the report in the newspaper is another nail in the coffin of the corrupt minister. So people started talking about corrupt minister's corruption, and there was a news report also about his corruption in the paper. So that was the end of corrupt minister's political career. So it is another nail in the coffin of the corrupt minister. Third one, if my parents find out that I failed my exam, it will be another nail in the coffin, and they may never let me go out again. I failed in the exam, but if my parents come to know that I failed in the exam, and that is another fault from my side, and they will never allow me to go outside or to do any other work. That's the reason it is another nail in the coffin. Next one, a fine would be the another nail in the coffin of the airline. Fine is extra burden for the passengers who are traveling in the airline, because buying ticket itself is very costly affair, and if you are supposed to pay fine also, and that would be very burdensome for you to pay the fine also. That's the reason the final nail in the coffin of the airline. Next one, if I get another poor grade in maths or mathematics, it could be the final nail in my coffin. Last time I got poor grade, I didn't get good marks, and if I get the same low grade in mathematics, and that is the end of my studies, I will not continue my studies. That's the reason the final nail in my coffin. So final nail in the coffin. So when we look at the origin of this idiom, a coffin, as you know, is something that people are buried in. In the olden days, the lid had to be nailed shut. The act of hammering in the final nail signified that the body inside was ready to be buried. It signified the end of one's existence on this planet. So this is the practical approach to this particular idiom, final nail in the coffin, which means a negative event or an action that contributes to one's downfall or something's failure.